Hi everybody! Since I can't be with you tonight, I thought I'd go ahead and record my personal theory of online learning so I could share it with you. For me, there are three elements required for effective learning, whether it's online or not. First is the learner must be motivated. Second one, content must be relevant to the learner. And the third one is that there must be an opportunity to create or share newly acquired knowledge or skills with others. So that for me is kind of a foundation for any teaching and learning, whether it's online or face-to-face. As far as designing online educational spaces, for me, those require a consideration of learner self-regulation based upon age and life experience, clarity of instructions and expectations in the courses, establishment of a sense of place, and we've talked about social presence quite a bit, an intentional reduction in perceived transactional distance. As somebody who lives in the middle of nowhere, for me, that's a fairly important one. And then addressing Chickering and Gamson's 7 principles of good practice in undergraduate education, because those really apply to um, every bit of teaching that we do at all levels, whether it's my little kindergartners or graduate students. As far as me personally, my focus and theories that I work with, or that I feel like I identify most closely with, my main interest is developing lifelong learning skills with all ages, and that comes from the librarian background. I am less inclined to focus on specific course content or materials or the schedule itself. I'm more concerned with developing the learner's ability to learn. I feel kind of fortunate that in my current position, I don't have to give grades on a certain semester or trimester basis. I can fill holes when I see them, and I like that kind of flexibility. I like being able to design content and work with learners so that it's always building on those skills that I know they need rather than teaching a particular strand or curriculum piece, although that's obviously in there as well. The theories that I've read so far that really kind of relate to the online teaching and learning style that I prefer, the communities of practice idea, I think is huge. LTCA, obviously, learning and teaching as communicative actions. Um, that has all of those elements that we've discussed in class. And then also the online collaborative learning theory of, I'm going to say it wrong, Harasim. I've been doing more reading of her work, and I'm seeing quite a bit of focus on the discussion pieces as the actual content. And the longer I do this, at least at the graduate level, for the types of things that we're working on, the content becomes more of a self-generating piece, as we've all seen in the courses we've been taking, where individual ideas may spawn some new project or new topic. So that I've been spending a lot more time with as well as the communities of practice and LTCA. The one thing I have yet to come across a theory that really addresses this, and if you all do, please let me know. I have yet to read any published theory that talks about the dialogue that happens during the process of human interaction with online systems or technologies. And it might not seem like it's really relevant or really obvious, but as somebody who works with children a lot, there is a constant, not only internal but external dialogue with the machine, whether they're learning from it, using it to find something online, or even playing games. And it's not just a conversation like the little comic there shows you, but it's actually working through a process verbally or internally. It's something as simple as with Google doing a search and having it come and say, "Did you mean such and such?" If I'm having a conversation with a person and I ask them what a word means, or I'm looking for information, and I can't describe it, I can't explain it, I don't have the proper term, very often I don't get anything back from that individual. But if I type in those random words that to a person may not make any sense, a computer or software very often still gives you something back. It may be completely not even close to what you're looking for, but it's giving information back that then I have to parse through, or a kid has to parse through and start making decisions. Is that what I want? No. Does that keyword search? No. Yes, I can work with that, retry my search. So there is a dialogue going on at all times. And I think that's something that I don't see really being considered, is that human to online system interaction. It's not necessarily even an AI issue, but it's actually just built in as we dialogue back and forth between the information being presented to us or being returned to us. Again, especially on the librarian angle, or that information seeking angle. Wegeruff addresses general dialogic issues, and he does bring in some of the especially web-based dialogues, as far as especially cross-cultural issues. But I haven't seen any studies that discuss this specific type of interaction or the dialogue that it instigates with people with the actual machines or the course platforms, other than an artificial intelligence where we're looking for particular responses. The references that I use most often here are the ones that we just discussed, and that's it. That's my personal theory of online learning right there. Thank you very much.